Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayanna and today we are starting a new game. Today we're playing Twin Mirror. I'm a little bit late on this. I forgot it even came out and I meant to play it on the 1st. But today's the 6th, so it's fine. We're still gonna play it. So I don't really know too much about the story of this game. I just know that it's made or developed by DONTIOD Entertainment, which made Life is Strange, Tell Me Why. Tell Me Why is amazing. I play that on my channel. If you didn't see that, it'll be linked. But anyway, today we're playing Twin Mirror, so I'm gonna get started.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rain fell most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. And I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Ware will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
Change my clothes and wash my hands. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I knelt down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Can we talk about how amazing this looks? Oh my gosh. It looks so good. Like, what? Okay. So we saw he threw his phone behind in the seat when Bug texted him. I don't know who Bug is, but
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
So he's going to a funeral. I mean, I don't know if it's like the same graphics and everything, but Tell Me Why looked amazing. So like, restoration sign. So he's, yeah, okay. The company made sure we knew how generous they were.
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Let's just say restoration made possible thanks to the generous donations of the New Virginia Coal Inc. Incorporated. Okay, so we're in West Virginia. Take me home, country roads. Okay.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Someone did litter, though. Even though it says no littering, someone littered. Oh, I thought that was something on the ground. I don't even know what this game is going to be like. Oh, look it over there. Okay, let's look at this first. Oh, wow. So cemetery's down there. Basswood River, Basswood, and then Basswood Mine. A view of Basswood, a travel through West Virginia. Founded in 1865, the small mining town quickly grew along with the coal industry. At its peak, Basswood produced more coal than any other town in West Virginia, with the Basswood mine being one of the most consistent coal mines in the U.S. Ruined, okay? Closed sucks. Basswood is also a wonderful place to simply let nature be nature outside of the Appalachian Trail, with its hundreds of miles of hiking trails. A perfect example of the true West Virginian way of life, Basswood is both a reminder of its past and a glimpse into its bright future. Sorry if you guys hear cars going past or anything. We live like right on a street, and my window's facing the street, so it's really annoying. Sorry. But let's read this. Never mind. I already read it to you. Okay. Warning sign. Because a sign protects better than sturdy railings.
I think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
So I turned down the music and the sound effects so that you could hear the voice acting more, of the dialogue more. Voice acting, what? The dialogue. Because I feel like a lot of times you can never hear the dialogue, even though the music seems pretty loud. Directly connected to the emergency line.
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Okay. I like how his little thoughts, I guess, pop up on the side when we look at stuff. Basswood Wildlife Area. Someone outside. West Virginia Scenic Mountains. Can we read this? West Virginia Scenic Mountains forests are home to deer, flying squirrels, red foxes, field mice, rabbits, cave bats, among other animals. Bobcats, wild boars, and even black bears have been seen all over the state. Even very remote farmsteads have occasionally sighted this eastern cougar on the prowl. I don't know if you need me to read everything to you. I will, though.
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
Who's she? Is she the one whose funeral you're going to?
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
Ew. No, not me either. Gross.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
I want to go hiking, but I feel like I'd be scared. I wouldn't want to go alone. Okay. No hiking.
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it.
Due to a landslide. Okay. I want to look at every single thing. Keep hikers and hunters safe from bears.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
What is it? Food odors attract bears. I can't really read that. Alright. Got a tree, patch of moss. Oh, we can clean it? Oh, I guess it says something.
There seems to be something here.
That reminds me of the T and O. Oh, we got an achievement for that. Lost and found. So how do we read our journal? Is it select? Oh. It was her idea to carve your initials into a tree. That was before, well, you know the rest. You came up here one night with her by your side. It was late and you were about to head back when Anna said she wanted to show you something. She scratched your initials into the tree and then drew a heart around them. What are you, 12? You scoffed. She took your hand and made you retrace the grooves in the woods. With your fingers. When you're 12, she said, and you're in love for the first time, it's what you'll compare to the rest of your life forever. You laughed and she kissed you and then you drove home and never thought about that tree again until now. So, Samuel Sam Higgs. I left Basswood 2 years ago to run away from a job at a small town newspaper. A town full of angry people and a failed relationship. I didn't glance back. Now that I'm going home to attend my best friend's funeral, what could be more fun than facing all your past mistakes at your friend's gravesite, right? Okay, so then we have Anna. So, Anna, the one that got away. Is she the one that died, or? Bittersweet to see your own name carved into a tree. So Anna and Sam, so they were dating? Okay, and then we have Nick. Nick Waldron. Nick's been my friend since we were kids. My only friend. I ghosted him 2 years ago when I left Basswood, and now he's ghosting me by being dead. So Sam's funeral. Okay, I ran away from this town 2 years ago. Did we read that already? No. Definitely not ready to be back. Not ready to bury my best friend either. But it is what I must do. Nick's funeral is about... I'm so sorry. Nick's funeral starts in about an hour. Enough time to walk for a walk on the promontory to clear my mind or to delay the inevitable. So we're taking a walk, and then we remember the night at the spyglass. We didn't get to the spyglass yet. It's over there, but I wanted to look at every single thing. Oh, we can go down. Oh, no, that's where we went. Okay, that's where we came from. I believe. Yes, okay. So let's go up to the spyglass.
I used to love looking at basswood from up here. It helped give me perspective. Until that day.
What day? So this is Sam. We gotta remember that. I can't go over the edge. Do you guys ever do that? Do you like look over the edge even though it's not gonna change anything? It's just, I think it's really funny. Okay, let's look at the spyglass. Taking 10 years.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind? Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
So this is what your mind is like? That's so crazy. Look at his shirt. What's on his shirt? It looks like a... That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Is this his mind outfit or what? So mind closure. New Virginia coal under investigation. There's something else over there, but I can't look at it. Okay, and then Basswood rail accident damage track led to derailing. Optimal shots. So is he smart or something? Because he knows like math. And it helps him with pool. I wish I knew math. I wish I liked math. What is that? One of the I don't even know what that is. Can't even tell. This is so cool. Oh, okay. Memory.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
Man. There seems to be a lot of remembering in these games. So that's Nick. So Nick asked Sam to be his daughter's godfather. So we got another memory here.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others. Even in me.
All right.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening.
So they all worked at this newspaper. But something happened. Alright, anything else before we do this last one?
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam,
trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing? You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Wow. So I don't remember what time it was before. Oh, we got a journal entry. Okay. Return to your car. You wasted enough time. Got something for Anna. Would my whole life be different had she said yes? Seeing her again, that's going to be hard. Yet part of me is looking forward to it. The rest of me wants to turn around and leave now. We got a black girl. Rare. Oh, we got another journal entry or what? No, I think we looked at it, right? Okay, so we're going to see Anna there. It's going to be Ox. That's so... She said, put that ring away. Put that ring away. So I get...
I missed the funeral.
Oh.
Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Like, unless his family's there and his family needed you there. Like, because aren't you... Okay.
Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Walter, are you still coming? I really hope you can make the wake. It'll be at the Haven. Nick won't care. I'm almost there. We're coming. We're coming. I want to go.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
So I wonder if it even mattered what we said.
Muley, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Can I just say at first that sounded like either young Tyler or Allison from Tell Me Why. It sounds like them. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. No, let me explain.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead? What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself. This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other. Even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
This is our first decision. Oh my god. Who is that? And does time pause when he's talking to whoever that is? I mean, we don't know if that's a good influence or a bad influence. Why are you looking at me like that? Let's promise to look into it. Why would we keep her out of it? I mean, okay. If we keep her out of it and we do the investigation anyway, but it says friends don't lie to each other, let's promise to look in it. We're not going to choose him. We're going to choose him.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but...
You want to know for sure. I get it.
Thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there, too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do. See you inside.
All right, we got a journal entry. Everyone knows Nick and I were best friends. Everyone thinks I owe it to him to be here. His daughter, Joan, goes even further. She thinks I should stay here and investigate her father's death. Our old boss, Walter, is sure to have something to say, too. I won't be able to sneak past him. Is that Walter outside, or... The same town, the same doubts and contradictions. Face it or escape it. This time I made this different decision. The temptation to embark on another doomed investigation leading to nothing but pain was too strong to resist. Am I doing this for Joan, for Nick, or for myself? I don't know, but he said friends don't lie to each other, and I want to just look into it. Like, why would I say no? Of all the people I've hurt when I left Basswood, Joan is the one who least deserved it. She was just a kid and my goddaughter, but it's a tough job to be a lonely kid's only friend. I couldn't hack it. Now that her dad died, things aren't gonna get any easier for her. Angry, hurt, stubborn, hard to believe Joan was the one who nicknamed me Muley. So that's why. Not that I'm looking for an excuse. I made a promise to a child that will break her heart whether I keep it or not. What if she's right about her father's death? What will that do to her? These cars are so loud. And what if I can't give her the answer she's hoping for? Okay, so I promised Jonah I'd ask some questions about her father's death. What does 86% mean? Like, that's of everybody in the world or what? Cold feet. So we just gotta go inside the bar. I want to look around as usual. I'm going to try to make this first part pretty long. This is how you parked, Sam? Seriously? What? Okay. I guess it doesn't really matter. Kathy's car. Her car is older than her daughter.
Seems Kathy's been keeping this running 100,000 miles past its prime. I hope she's not running short on money.
So is Kathy Jones' mom? Bug's mom? I wonder why her name's Bug. So we can run. Sorry, there's something in my eyeball. Okay. I'm excited to play this. Should we look in here? It was highlighted. Coal miners. Bar's back door. Coming through the old back will get me looks. We're not going to do that. The old back. The back. We're not going to go through the back. It's going to get him looks. I thought the police car was highlighted. It is, right?
Talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later.
I've been walking faster. There we go. Basswood's police car, the force
Some of the
better
police
days.
force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by.
Okay. So that's Walter right there. Tara's car. Seems most of the Basswoods jungle crew.
Whoever said you can judge someone by their car never met Tara. Tara. Right, I'm assuming we can't go over here, can we? A little late to turn back.
Yep.
I might as well see it through.
I wanted to look. It looks so good. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I guess we're gonna go in. Coal Miner's Haven. Everything that has to be referenced to the mine.
Same old bar. The more things change.
Okay, I think that was everything. What's up, Walter?
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different.
We'll hug him.
In
We'll hug
times
him.
like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do. Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
He gave me weird vibes. What the heck? People. Oh, he creeps me out a little bit. My old boss at the paper, I'd say he taught me everything I know, but given my track record, that wouldn't be much of a compliment. I always thought Walter was the decent sort, the rare breed who truly believes his job is to serve the community. Seeing the old Joker was nicer than I expected. So, I don't know. He said he was friendly, but he just kind of creeps me out a little bit, not gonna lie. But I hugged him because if I didn't hug him, that would have been so weird. Like, okay, I get it. Cool. Can we get a snack before we go in? Soft drink. Okay. So let's get it.
Not ready for this.
Yeah, if I go in through the back, that'll just be weird, I feel like. Let's go in through the front.
Here we go.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after.
Just really
Don't talk to me
embracing
like
those
that.
hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen. We'll get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan.
You're not worth it, Higgs. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm just here for Nick. I don't even want to talk to you, honestly.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. Shame that. You watch yourself.
Keep bumping my desk.
I think it's
Okay,
time
bro.
I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Okay. Nick's wake. Barely made it inside the bar, but things have already taken a strange turn. Joan is obsessed with the idea that her father's death wasn't an accident. She wants me to investigate. I can't get it out of my head. It's as if a long dormant part of me has been awakened. So we got Declan. Declan's a local law enforcement. I vaguely remember him from school. He used to get into fights a lot, usually to protect smaller kids. No one was surprised that he became a cop. And then we have Joel. All the miners in Basswood lost their jobs when the mines closed. I should have known that they still think it's my fault. Nothing to do with the awful working conditions and inhumane management, obviously. So it seems like Sam wrote an article about the coal mine or something, like they're like some kind of, what is it called? I don't know. Something happened that was not right, and he wrote about it. My vocabulary's like but yeah, so he wrote about it, and it seems like the mine got closed or something, so they're all mad at him. I'm not letting you push me around. Like, I don't care. Maybe that's reckless, but whatever. Can I talk to you, Declan? I don't
Declan
really...
lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
I guess I'll talk to you, even though I feel like it's kind of awkward. I just left, but let's
You
talk.
always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I've missed that.
You talking to me?
You always did know how
Yeah.
to start a ruckus.
You are. Okay, I guess I can't talk to you. What are you eating? Peanuts. Okay. Supposedly made by the Ethan sister, charred to look like coal.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
Are we collecting stuff? I don't think so. Back door. So that's... Oh, no one allowed back there but Ethan. So if I did come through the back door, that would have been so weird. Is that what the back door is, or what? Ethan, collection of bottles, Walter.
Dickens, Ethan?
Walter can be overwhelming at times.
Not
But
really.
he means well.
You just quoted him a couple of times, and I thought it sounded good.
He's owned this
Ethan.
bar for almost a decade and
Then
still
you should
can't
meet
afford
great
another employee.
expectations. It's a masterpiece.
My
plain
nose is so
as-
itchy. Okay. Let's talk.
So I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize.
Ah, Samuel. my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us, join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about him?
He was dedicated.
Remember that article? Something about stoplights? No one cared, but he did. Months of effort.
Yield signs. He approached each story with his pen like a knight wielding a sword.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
What do you mean enough about Nicholas? Let's be honest. I mean, let's be honest.
I spend all day doing nothing. I don't even count days. They just blur together. Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Let's ask.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ah.
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial. Especially from you.
I'll, keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
You're so weird. It's like his personality. I don't know. There's Joan. So Sam had a lot. Oh,
Sammy. Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
what'd you think of it?
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Of the writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done. Many medicines are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
You seem to like to talk. Okay. We have so many people already. Ethan, a small town bartender who listens more than he talks. So that's always cool, I guess. Ethan's bar must be the only prosperous business in Basswood. Okay. And we got Walter again. With Walter, you see what you see is what you get. His grief for Nick is sincere. All right, Walter, I'm gonna keep my eye on you. Tara. Tara's the office administrator at Basswood Jungle. What is that? Is the proverbial weird coworker. She likes everyone and everything. Dinosaurs, romance novels, evangelic TV, conspiracy theories, rice cookies, unusual street names, you name it, she'd talk about it for hours. I like her little T-Rex pin. I cannot. Okay. I like her little T-Rex pin. It's cute. and Hugh. He was new in town, but seems like he knows how to fit in. Then again, as the town pharmacist, fitting in is part of his job. Still, it's decent of him to come to Nick's wake. Okay. Oh wait, what was that? Oh no. So I confronted the miners who tried to pick a fight with me at the pub. That's 40% of people. Not a lot of people did that. But, oh, I was happy to share a hug with Walter. 10%. 10% meaning 10% of people chose that, or what? Okay. I'm making some decisions a lot of people aren't making. Sheriff Mitchell. That's Hugh. Mine Palace. Let's go in our Mine Palace.
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Whenever Nick's in his Mine Palace, doesn't he? Not Nick. Sam. I keep wanting to call him Nick. He seems to lose a lot of time.
Daddy, 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 open your eyes and wake up. The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 daddy. But when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love. And I've got a feeling you've been pleased. So, daddy, 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 sit yourself down. Now you should know how
Was she wearing Docs? Is she here? I don't see her. Okay, arcade machine. Nick always
Nick
had the
and
high
I
score.
spent so much money on this machine.
Open mic night. Make us laugh, make us cry. Drum set. Can we play? Probably not. Used by garage bands, Ethan tries to support the local scene. Okay, that's nice of him. So in the Mine Palace there was a pool table. Slightly short back corner leg gives an advantage to regulars. Oh. Okay, let's inspect this. It's easy to forget the places that make our hometown feel familiar. So Walter wrote this. The coal miner's haven is one such place. The owner, Ethan Morrow, has made sure to stay true to the establishment's name by littering the walls with all the brave workers Basswood has seen over the years. Ethan might not have reached the skies yet, but he remains optimistic. Things aren't easy, but thankfully people still think they can beat me at darts. Give it a chance when you walk by. The prices are fair, the beer's cold, and Ethan remembers the name of every customer. Okay, Ethan. Can I look at more than one thing? Or just... Oh, here's Nick's article. Basswood landmarks changing hands. Longtime bartender Ethan Morrow will be taking over Coal Miners Haven from the current owner Carl Edwards. The Coal Miners Haven has been one of Basswood's only bars since Prohibition, when it started as a speakeasy. Ooh. Ethan had a lot to say about the change. Nothing's gonna change much. This place feels like it's home for a lot of folks here. I don't want to change that. He plans to keep Edward's collection of decorations and hopes to add to it as the years go on. Okay, and then we have some photos. What did it say? I didn't read it. Okay, you could just pause it if you caught it. Management note: warning for drunk customers. Doubt they read it. What does it say? I can't read that.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers.
Distribution of marks suggests strong intoxication for the average player. Okay. All right, and then we could talk to Declan. We already talked to you. Joan. Can we talk to Joan?
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
Joan.
Everyone here seemed to really like my dad.
Of course they did, Bug.
Everyone's nice in that creepy way. It's weird. Even Anna's weird.
Your dad was a good guy. Let's talk about her
People
dad.
don't know what to say, but they genuinely liked your dad. So even if they're weird and clumsy, it comes from a good place.
Now you sound all weird and clumsy.
Don't I always?
Do you ever just watch people?
It's pretty much all I do.
Me too. But I don't always like what I see.
Aw, they're cute. They're friends. Okay, so let's talk to these two people. Well, Sheriff Mitchell, let's talk to her.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic. There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
So this is Joan's mom.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
My condolences. Yeah.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Seems like she's been waiting to say that. I'm not gonna say Joan thinks Nick was murdered. That's a little bit intense. I'm just gonna say I'll do my best.
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
You have a copy of that, I hope. We can go to our mind palace. Remember you. Remembering Nick with my love. Is that Nick and Sam up there? Let's go to our mind palace. I thought we could for a second. There we go.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path.
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You probably saved some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of
Language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... It feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
You should talk to someone about marriage before you propose to them. Like, what?
Happier times.
I mean, it seems like they did because she said she didn't need a ring. Loved some my best, never forgotten. I don't know what that says.
We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend.
Love and missed, but never forgotten.
Bug was so small back then.
Nick and
Those
Walter.
two were a great team.
Of course he wrote bye-bye. Of course. So is the jungle the newspaper?
Wonder who took that picture.
Those look like real people. That's so weird.
He was more her best friend than a dad. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. Look at us.
Did we write something? I don't think so. We looked at everything, so.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Who was the bet with? How about that? Let me know.
Okay, I'll bite. Tell me, Dennis, who did you have a standing bet with?
Myself. So I guess I also won.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way.
Oh.
Relax.
You gonna kill me?
I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
Playing with guns means getting killed. Don't pretend you care. Things have been great. I'm not telling you the truth. Don't pretend you care.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
Man, it really seems like they were friends then. She's like so sad. Okay. So we got Dennis. Dennis is the IT guy at the paper I used to work for. I remember him as bitter and mean-spirited guy. A loner with not many friends in Basswood, so am I, but it doesn't mean we're kindred spirits. Yeah, he doesn't really seem to like us. Can we just talk about how there's one black person on this whole thing? I mean, maybe the population's really low in West Virginia, but dang. Okay. Kathy. Kathy and Nick married young and divorced quickly. I'm not sure she's ever really liked me, though. Though I was their daughter's godfather, or maybe that just made things worse. Okay, Kathy. I found it nice to remember Nick at the memorial board. These stats are confusing me. So is this the big decision is in blue and then the little ones are in... So nobody hugged Walter? Welcome from minors. And remembering Nick. So 42%, that's not the majority. I found it nice to remember. I'm confused. Okay. Alright, well... I guess we're gonna go talk to Anna. She was so sad. Let's look at the guitar first.
Anna used to play it almost every night. She stopped after her father's accident.
Did her father work in the mine? I wonder. Remember when Anna was learning to play the guitar, getting up early to practice before work? It's how you used to be, listening to her plucking chord progressions before bringing her coffee. Is this like from the guy in her head? Because it's, I don't know. She was happy then, even if that guitar had its own history of sadness and loss, even before today. Sorry. You never met Anna's mom. She didn't really talk about her, but the few times she did, it's always about how she loved having music in the house. Her mom used to play old folk songs on her guitar, and the two of them would sing along, cross-legged on the floor on the long afternoons of her childhood. Anna lost her mother when she was a teenager, but even in the following years of grief, conflict, and escape, she held on to her mom's guitar even though she never learned to play it. Instead, she left Basswood, went to college, and came back a journalist, telling stories of her own hometown. Remember the feature she wrote about the old music stop in Gooseneck Hill? Anna took the assignment when no one else wanted it. Her article didn't rescue the music shop from bankruptcy, but the owner came to thank her personally. He gave her free lessons as a thank you gift, so she finally learned to play. Oh, that's a nice little story. Alright, so let's go talk to Anna.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
Her hair is cute.
Anna?
Sam!
Why would we not hug her back? What? Let it happen.
I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
It hurts to come back.
I
Let's be
won't lie.
honest.
It really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds. The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers.
And long memories.
But most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It doesn't make it easier, though.
It's gotta make it a little easier. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. It started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Excuse me? You and Nick were together? What?
But you and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
We're not gonna ask every single person at the wake like
really
that.
Just wrap my head around it. Nick being gone. Smart. Don't rock the boat when the person in the boat just lost a loved one.
It's big. I can't get my head around it either. His stuff is all over my house, but he's just missing. Things without an owner. Most of it I'll probably give to Joan and Kathy, the throwaway. I don't even know. Sam, I'm tired, and if I'm gonna drink and cry, I wanna do it alone. I played that stupid song like I told myself I would. He said, or he used to say, it made him ache. I did it, and I'm going home. We need to catch up, though. Let's meet for coffee tomorrow and talk. Really talk. 9:30?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be at the cafe across from the paper. Christina's. It was honestly nice seeing you.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
Whoop. I feel like we should stop here, but I don't know. Let's read our journal. Drown your sorrows with Walter. I mean, we can honestly record a little bit longer. Sam. Okay. Seeing Anna threw me for a loop. So much I didn't even ask her about the circumstances of Nick's death. But afterwards I got the feeling that it was for the better. We're gonna ask her at the cafe. We're not gonna ask her while she's like so upset like this. Like Walter understood because he's a journalist and all, but okay, so I'm seeing Anna tomorrow at the cafe. 52%. I want, like, what? This is crazy. I don't even know. Okay. So I guess we'll go talk to Walter. Booth with upholster.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Okay. What's up, miners?
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Let's talk to you.
Hey, Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
I will. Whatever your name is. Dennis, I don't want anything to do with you. Oh, who said that? Let's fight. Anyway, let's go talk to, why are you sitting alone? Tara?
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think
Let me
he
know.
didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's alright, it's just how
It's
you
all
are, I
right,
guess.
Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Every time I talk to you, I regret it, so I'm not going to talk to you anymore. We can talk to a couple more people. I guess, should we?
Declan lacks
No.
subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
Let's talk to you.
Mr. Hicks, good to see you. My condolences for your friend. Coming back in town must not have been easy. Officer Stevenson was telling me about your little welcoming committee.
It's all right. Declan saved the day.
We just don't want any troubles here. Not from you, not from anyone.
Don't worry, I won't stay in town long enough for that.
Have a good night.
Declan, Bess, have a good night.
You too, Sam. Take care of yourself.
I don't want people knowing that I'm doing this investigation until it's absolutely necessary.
Should I have brought flowers? Do people expect me to?
I don't think so. Okay, can we talk to Dennis? We can.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
And buggity bug. Can't talk to her. Okay, let's talk to Walter. Let's have some beer.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Ah, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there, with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
No, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
We hadn't talked in 2
I don't
years.
know. I hadn't spoken to him in almost 2 years. I cut this whole town out of my life, and now it's like I'm a stranger.
This place is in your blood. It's like an old glove. You have to give it time. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Well, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
People sure liked him. I brought myself down. People sure liked him,
Everyone
you know?
liked him. I think even Dennis liked him somewhat.
He always had a lot of friends. A few who couldn't make it sent flowers.
How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. And who can prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
He always showed up.
It always seemed so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Not a quality I possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
Toast? Let's toast.
To Nick, he was my friend. He will be missed, but not forgotten.
Hear, hear.
Put that down. Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan could lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything. Don't touch me.
John.
Leave me alone. Ugh, you guys are all so stupid.
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
What are you out here doing, grabbing people's arms? I'm gonna text Joan.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
Don't touch people. Are you okay? Yeah, I just had to leave. Thanks for checking. You're welcome. You're the bestest. We're here for you. I didn't even read that. We're here for you. Like, I just said that off the top of my head.
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if the years didn't smooth their animosity as much as I hoped.
Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea.
You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
Stop pushing me.
Stop pushing me. Stop always poking at me. You just won't quit.
I'm trying to help. And helpful tip number 602, beer doesn't solve any of this. You're back out in the world, feeling emotions, fitting in. That's progress.
Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable.
Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Checkout was at 9. Sir, we need the room.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up.
Well, we're gonna have to do that in the next part. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm so excited to play more of this game. It's really good so far. I'm excited to get into the investigation. I'm ready. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in part 2. Peace out.